It's the first brew pub in Lexington, and they incorporate lots of locally sourced ingredients, handcrafted beers, and American fusion dishes.
Yeah, our Eric Burke is out at Life Brewpub checking out everything it has to offer. Eric, you know I've been there before. How are things?
Hey, Matt and Elise, what's going on? Matt, we've stopped by here. We went through a couple flights, grabbed some food, but yeah, Life Brewpub, been here for about 5 months now and continuing to expand, actually starting to work on expanding their distribution here. So we've got Nathan Harrison. He is the owner of Life Brewpub. Kind of tell us how you got started here. Great space. We're a fan of your beer here at ABC 36, so tell us about it.
Well, started homebrewing when I turned 21 and kind of turned into a lab technician analyzing beer and got into judging beer, and 10 years later here we are.
Yeah, of course there's so much science that goes into it. It's almost like chemistry, and you said you started off in architecture, got a little boring, and then deep down you knew this was your true passion, and now you get to do it each and every day. Right. And you just continue to tinker with it, and every now and again you hit a home run.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty experimental. I mean, there's a lot of beer styles that I'm very used to. I know I can brew those well, and then we'll experiment with some stuff, and some stuff is really well received and some of it's kind of out there, but all in all the beer's great, and just trying to see what people really like to drink. Yeah,
through trial and error, everyone has different taste buds, and of course there's so much that goes into it. You've been doing this now for almost 10 years, and you keep evolving and tinkering with it. So when you started here at Life Brewpub, what was your first beer coming out?
The first beer that we brewed was an English mild, and so that was a really low alcohol beer, about 3.5%. And then we brewed everything up to like a 9% Imperial IPA. So we try to have a nice range of beers for people that may or may not like hops, or may or may not like dark beer and things like that.
And you've got some stuff in the works that will come out in the near future. What do you got going in the tanks right now, and what's going in the future?
Right now we have a bourbon barrel aged porter that's working. We've got a sour beer that's also in bourbon barrels. We've got some more experimental kind of holiday beers coming around the corner for Christmas time. And our well-received American light lager, Lex Light, we're brewing that one constantly now. So
very cool. Well, tell us about your space here. You're located right off New Circle and Richmond Road. Been here a while now, and really settling in, starting to expand your menu too, and the food side of things too.
Yes, we are grinding all of our burgers in-house. We make our own sausages, our bratwurst, chicken wings. We make all of our sauces, pretty much except for ketchup and yellow mustard. So just trying to have an upscale pub menu with really everything being handcrafted.
And we're going to talk more about the food a little later in the show, but we're here at Life Brewpub. We're going to maybe check out some of the tanks back there. We're going to talk about some of your beers, maybe walk us through a flight or two. That's going to come up in a little bit here, but again, thanks for having us, and great to have you here in Lexington. Such a good craft beer scene, too. So a lot more coming up from Life Brewpub here in Lexington, but for now, Matt and Elise, we're going to send it back to you guys in the studio.